Folks, on this video, I'm gonna make an attempt. I'm gonna try my best to make some of those things. Some fried wontons. Boing! Yeah! In this video, I'm gonna do the best thing I can. I'm not gonna do the best thing I can. I'm gonna try to do something new. I'm gonna try to make fried wontons, or you could call them crab wontons, but I'm gonna be using red snapper instead of crab meat. I'm gonna be using red snapper, and yeah, this is what they look like. Poof. Folks, these are the ingredients that you're gonna need for your wonton, or your, not your wontons. These are Ragoons. We call them Ragoons here. Okay, but what you're gonna need is some wonton wraps. Got some wonton wraps. I've got some cream cheese. I have a little bit of soy sauce. I've got some Worcestershire. I got a quarter of a teaspoon of sugar, and I have some meat that I'm gonna put in there. This is red snapper, and I've got a pan with some oil in it over there for frying. That's what we're gonna need. Now, the first step is to take this softened cream cheese that's been sitting on the counter. It's at room temperature. I'm gonna cut it in half. I'm only gonna make half of a recipe. So I'm gonna use half of this. I'm gonna take that and put it into a bowl. Like I said, I'm gonna put half of it into a bowl. All right, there's half of it. Take the other half and put it back in the fridge. We can use it for something else another time. All right, let's go ahead and take that out of the wrapper. Best way to do it is just remove that. Ooh, that's obviously not the best way to do it. I didn't want to get none on my fingers, but got it on my fingers. Put that in there. Now we got a mess. I'll try to get some of that off of there. I don't want to waste any. Put that in there like that. Okay, throw that out. Wash your hands, folks. Next thing you do is you're going to chop up some meat. We're going to take this red snapper that's already been cooked and fried, and we're going to dice it. We're going to chop it up real small, and we're going to mix it up in there good. I just kind of want to show you as I shred this stuff up. I mean, you know, fish is already flaky, and I'm blocking the whole camera with my hand, I know. Sorry, I'll do it with this hand. I got to learn this stuff, folks. I'm just a beginner. I'm not a professional. Nobody called me a professional. And I don't have the right lighting because, of course, I'm tall and I'm blocking the light. So just bear with me. Just get that doggone fish flaked up real small into small pieces as you can. All right, we're gonna want it real small. Grind it up pretty good. Okay, folks, we moved camera angles, I know. Sorry about that. But what I want to do, I got my stuff chopped up real good. I'll show you there. I'm just going to go ahead and put that in there with this cream cheese. Just like so. I got one of them fighter jets. Hang on a minute, I'll be right back. Next, folks, we got a quarter of a teaspoon of sugar. Put that on there. Next, folks, I'm going to do my Worcestershire, which is 1/8 of a teaspoon. So that's, if you only have a quarter teaspoon, then don't fill it all the way up. Just kind of, you know, do it like that. That's about half of a quarter. Half of a quarter is 1/8. So that's the Worcestershire sauce. And then we're going to do the same thing with the soy sauce. Half of that, quarter teaspoon, very carefully in there. Put that in there like that. Now we will stir this up. Now you can use ginger in here, grated ginger root if you like. That would you know, add a little bit of flavor to it also. But this is what we're going with today. We'll just mix this up with a spoon. Get it all worked together. I think my cream cheese is a little bit cold, and I don't know, maybe I should have warmed it up better. But I'll mix this together real good into a nice mixture to where it's all, you know, I don't know the word for it. It's all married together. I'm going to marry all of that together real good, and then I'll be back. Okay, folks, if your cream cheese wasn't quite warm enough and it was too hard to deal with, just stick it in the microwave for about 10 seconds and it becomes easily manageable. And as you can see, I can stir that up. And I want to get that fish all distributed throughout there. Real good. All right. Just like so. Get that going. Get all that mixed up real good. That's nice. Okay, now we're going to get some green onions and chop those. All right, folks, what I've got here is some scallions, which some people call green onions. What you want to do is, for this recipe, you just want to take one. That's all you need is one. Okay? What we'll do is we'll take that onion, and all we want is the green part. We don't want the white part down at the bottom. We just want the green part. And we're going to make it real small. Small as we can. Pull that leaf off. I don't know if that's a leaf or whatever you want to call it, but looks like string bean to me. Just use the green only. Take that white part and throw it out. Well, I don't know. You don't have to throw it out. You can do something else with it if you want. I don't care, but I ain't using it. Now let's just chop that stuff up. I can't do this left-handed, but if I was to show you without my hand in the way, this is what it would look like. Let's chop this stuff up as small as we can without cutting your finger off. Sorry, I'm blocking the camera with my finger, but this is the way I'm set up right now. That's how it works. Sorry. So, take that. We will introduce that to our cream cheese mix. It's one onion, folks, just one onion for this recipe. We'll mix it up real good. Get that introduced in there and marry it real well. Get it married to the rest of it. Just like so. Now there's your Ragoon mix. What I want to do now is I want to just stick this in the refrigerator for about an hour, maybe two, and let all those flavors combine together. Be back in a little bit. Okay, now folks, we want to open up our package of Ragoons. And I know the lighting in here really sucks because I keep walking in front of it. Oh well, anyhow, I'm gonna try to. You're supposed to pull these two little tabs apart like that to get that thing open, but can't nobody ever do it. So I'm just cutting the damn thing with a pair of scissors. I'll put it in a Ziploc bag later to keep the rest of them fresh, because I'm not using them all. Man, look at there. I still can't even open that crap. Damn! I about broke the counter doing that. So let me grab some of these out of here. These are wonton wraps. What you're going to need now is you're going to need a little dish of water next to you. And what you do is you put your wonton. I don't even know if you're seeing this. I might have to zoom out. Let me get things situated. Actually, let me come on the other side of the light so you can maybe you can see better. Okay, put your wrap down, and you want to take a teaspoon of your garbage that you made and just put it right in the middle of that damn wonton wrap. About like that. It's okay if you lick your finger, but if you're feeding other people, go ahead and don't do that. Now what you want to do is you want to take your water and dip your finger in the water and wet right there in the middle, right there in the middle, right there in the middle, and right there in the middle. Okay, and now what you want to do is you want to fold these two sides and pinch them together. Alright, then you want to take those other two sides and pinch them together. Just like that. So that's what you end up with. Just like those things we was talking about, kind of flatten it out. Just like those things we was talking about yesterday in the video about cooking red snapper. So this is what your wonton should look like before you cook it. Now I'm going to go ahead and repeat this process and get a whole bunch of them ready. And I'll be right back. Or actually, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that one more time. We'll take our wonton wrap and we'll set it down. And we'll take a teaspoon, actually just probably a tablespoon, and we'll put some stuff in there, right in the center. Lick your finger. Good stuff. Now we'll take a fingerful of water and just wet it in the middle, wet it in the middle, wet it in the middle, wet it in the middle. What that water does on there is that helps that dough stick together. See how it sticks together like that when you push it? Without that water, it wouldn't want to stick together. Just like that. See how it sticks together? That water makes it stick. Now set it down and push it to where it's flat and it'll sit flat. Bring those up. You want it to be up, and you want it to be kind of like a bowl shape, so that cream cheese doesn't really pour out when you get it hot. So that's kind of like what I got. Alright, I'm going to do a bunch of them, folks, and I'll be back. Okay, I got Redneck Mama in here, and she's trying some. You got anything you want to say about it? It's not easy, is it?
It's not. It's trying to remember how to do it.
Well, once you do it a couple times, it's no problem. But I'm going to get the oil hot, folks, and I'm going to start frying these things. Once again, this, folks, is pure olive oil. And I've got my heat set on medium. And I've never done this before, so this is going to be a new experience. I think I might need a little oil because it's a little shallow, but we'll see. That one's kind of wimpy.
That's probably one I made.
I'm going to pull just a little piece of it off and stick it in there. Oh, see how that fries, folks? All right, that's how I know my heat's done. So let's, my heat, that's not hot enough for that. That's not deep enough for that. I think I'm going to need some tongs for sure. Oh, where's the tongs? Last night I used those daggone ice pinchers.
Yeah, well, they're in the dishwasher.
I've got something here. What we want to do, folks, is get this to a golden brown. Then I'm about to flip it over, get it to a golden brown.
Maybe you should use a deeper pan.
I should have been using a deeper pan. You're correct.
You want to switch?
I probably will need to put some more oil in here and pause the video, but
Put a saucepan in there.
yeah, let me switch pans, folks. I need this to be a little deeper. I'm going to go ahead and cook this one before I transfer my oil to a deeper pan, but see how that's doing? Folks, it gets brown really quick, so you've got to You gotta watch it. And get yourself a paper plate. Here we go with that paper plate again. This time I'm actually going to use a paper plate with a couple paper towels on it to let this drain. So I got that right back there. Make sure you're, yeah. Flip that over. Flip that Ragoon over. Don't want it to get too dark on one side. Put that back down in the oil. You want to make sure all of that wrap is cooked good. Yeah, see how it's not deep enough? I need to deepen this. Definitely need to deepen this. I'm just going to hold that in there until that one's cooked. This is a trial and error type of thing, folks. If you've ever done this before for the first time, then you'll understand. And when you do it for the first time, now you'll know better to go ahead and get you a deeper pan so they can sit in a little farther. Now, I don't know if that's gonna be cooked enough or not. I might need more heat. You need deeper oil. What you need is you need some deeper oil. Now this is getting a little overcooked, it looks like to me. We're gonna get rid of it. We're gonna set that over to the side, and I'm gonna carefully pour that oil in there. I'm gonna try to keep this crap in the pan. I don't want to put that in there with it. Now, that really isn't that deep also. I'm going to have to add some oil to it, and I'll be right back, folks. Let's get this oil hot. Folks, I'm giving this one a try, and it's very crispy. It's obviously overcooked, as you can see. It's too brown.
Okay, I'm done.
I didn't even hear that. Oh, she got them all done. All right, folks, I'm going to wait for this oil to heat up, and then I'm going to throw them in there. Folks, I'm going to see if my oil's hot enough now. It looks like it's kind of close. And it's deeper, a little bit deeper, as you can see, than it was before. Go ahead and let that cook. Throw a few of them in there at the same time. You want to try to keep the opening towards the top. Keep the opening up. Don't put them in opening down, or else all your cream cheese filling will, melt out. So we'll do that like that. And it may even be a good idea to get a big spoon, and you can take some of that oil and dip it over the top of them. If your oil's not big enough, this is no problem to just dip. See how I'm doing that with that spoon? Push that oil on top of it with your spoon. That oil's hot enough, it's gonna cook like that. It's gonna cook the top of that just by dumping it on there with the spoon. Flip them over if you think one side's getting too dark. Turn your heat down if you have to. You gotta check your heat. Now you hear that bubbling, folks, that's my cheese coming out. It's starting to get really cooked. You don't want to overdo them. About like that. You can see that. That's about right there. It's perfect. Do some more. Like I said, the opening you want to be up. Set them down in there flat, just like so. This one's got a lot in it. It's going to make a bunch of noise. Woo-hoo. I'm doing 4 at a time. Got a whole pile full over here. These are going to be delicious. Red snapper Ragoons, folks. Put chicken in here. Put pork in here, put sausage in here. Whatever you would want to use to put in an egg roll, you can use that to put in here. Just suit it to your taste, however you like it. Fill them with whatever you want. Put a little shredded carrot in there. I think that would also taste good too. Oh, we'll see. This is my first time doing it, but I know they're definitely delicious in the restaurant. I like them when I go to the Chinese buffet, but they're always they've been cooked for too long, and they're kind of, I guess you could say they're stale because they've been cooked like maybe a couple hours ago or something. But these are going to be fresh, and they should be very crispy and hot on the inside. I'm going to finish the rest of these, folks, the same way I'm doing these, and I'll be back. Okay, this is the last pan full. They seem to be doing pretty good. This is a learning process. You got to figure out your timing and your heat on these wontons wraps, because they will cook quickly. And the cheese wants to come out, so that's okay, I guess, if the cheese comes out. They don't need to be perfect. I ain't never found one the same shape as the other one. They're always a different shape. Every single one of them I've had is a different one. Get those ends cooked. I'd say that one's done. That one's probably way overdone. Let's get these out. Flip them over for just a second to get those tips. See how those tips are white? I want those tips to be fried a little bit. I might lose a little bit of cream cheese, but that's alright. I can't get that one to flip over. There we go. And it don't take long. Once you flip it over, it's done. Alright. Turn your grease off. And let's let these cool for a minute, folks. As you can see, I've got a plate full. Actually, I got a double-decker plate full. We'll let those cool off for just a second, and we'll give one a try. Okay, folks, here we go. That's what we got. We got shitloads of them. I mean, we really got shitloads of them. And I'm going to turn the camera around here on myself and give one a try here. Mmm. This is good. Oh my God, those are good. Folks, this is how you make crab ragoons without crabs. Nobody wants crabs anyway. Ain't that right? We don't want crabs. But they're so good, I'm gonna have another one. Folks, what I'm gonna mix this with is I'm not gonna just sit there and eat crab ragoons. I've got Cajun chicken and shrimp from Marie Callender's. I believe that's what that is. Oh no, it's simply, hang on, I'll show you the box. Folks, it's healthy choice. So I've got this, it's a microwave dinner, and I'm gonna have this as my main meal. I'm gonna use these wontons as a side dish. Thanks for watching, folks, this episode of Cooking with a Redneck. Mama didn't get in this one too much because I didn't really need her too much. She didn't never do this before, and I had never did this before, so this was kind of just an experiment for me to do by myself. So, I'm gonna eat, and I'm gonna sit down, and I'm gonna watch the game tonight. Roll Tide. Thanks for watching, folks. Bye-bye. Hey, Ma. Now that we've already eaten it, now tell the truth. What do you think?
It's just not my thing.
It's not your thing?
No.
You didn't like it?
It was okay, but
Yeah.
it's not my thing. That's why I guess I never get them when I go to the Chinese place.
Okay, that's fine. That's a good answer.
I think you cook them good.
I like them. I really love them. We don't have any left because I finished them off, and I think I did a great job. I loved them.
Me too. I think you did a great job.
Thank you. That's the end of this one, folks.
Everything's McConnell. So